Dealing with sore joints or dry skin? Try All Balm. Our CBD topicals are fast absorbing, non-greasy, and smell amazing. Now available at 2U Wines in South Euclid. Sip, shop, and feel better naturally.
What's going on, everybody? We have another great edition for y'all today, episode 288. We got the man, the myth, the legend, this young man doing it, y'all. And we get a chance to, listen. We're gonna get a chance to talk about his journey, learn a little bit more about him, learn about how he got into this whole auto body industry that, you know what I'm saying, is primarily dominated by old men, not no offense to anybody or whatnot, but it's a young man doing this thing, and we're gonna hear about it tonight, y'all. So y'all are in for a good one. Without further ado, Mr. Kevin Thompson.
Yo,
What's going on, man?
not too much, bro. I appreciate you for having me out.
Come on,
I just want to dap you up for really bringing me out here today because this is my first time doing something like this.
For
But, yeah, I ain't never come on no podcast and talk to nobody. But yeah, man, I just want to tell the people what I got going on, learn a little bit more about me, and then y'all can see like a little inside of what we got going on at the shop. And hopefully pull up, get your brakes and rotors fixed, get the car painted, all that.
Come on, y'all. Okay, so let's start from every journey has a beginning, man. So I got to ask you, Cleveland born and raised?
Cleveland born and raised.
Okay, if you got a hood to represent, what hood you represent?
Bedford.
Come on, Bedford.
Come on, man.
Come on, I know it's in Bedford, man. It's like entrepreneurs in Bedford, man.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like, you won't see it when we in school, but like after we graduate and everybody kind of like going their own path, people we start getting some motion.
Okay,
we got some motion.
Shout out to Bedford. Shout out to SK System in Bedford. So, got to ask, was auto body, was it genetics, or was it something that you gravitated to later on in life?
So when I first started fixing cars, it started for me like, so the first time, my first car was I had an 03, what it was, a Grand Am. It was orange.
Come on now.
When I first started rolling my Grand Am, it was cool. I got it in high school. My pops got it for me. And then first broke down on me, the transmission went out. So when the transmission went out, I kind of was just going through the transgression trying to get it fixed. We had found the mechanic around the way. He fixed it, but then it broke again. And I was like, damn, like, I didn't understand. Like, okay, we paid you to fix it, but then it broke again. So we had to pay him again to fix it. And it was rolling for a minute. And then, like, some suspension stuff broke on my car. So after the suspension stuff broke, I was like, all right, I'm going to just try to start fixing it myself. So once I started fixing it, I was YouTube, bro. Just on YouTube trying to figure it out. I had my dad old little tool case that he had in the house, and I just got out there and got to fixing it. He had an old jacket I used, and then from me doing that, like little stuff in my car, I just had started posting it. Like, okay, boom, if you want your brakes and rotors fixed, like it was really my family. Like, hey, you need your brakes and rotors fixed, I could do it. It might not be the best, and I was charging like bottom dollar to do it, but then I started like that. So when I did that for a little minute just at home. Then when I went to college in 2017, I had left the car alone, but when I was up at college, I kind of had like picked up on the trade. So I was in college like, all right, if you need your brakes and rotors done, we can do brakes and rotors. University of Toledo, go Rockets, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Rockets, you know what I'm saying? Beta Z, Cal Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Don't ever think I'm gonna leave it out. Cal Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. But I was fixing cars out of Toledo. Everything was cool, but for me, what really turned like my car game up, I got hired at a shop out in Toledo with my brother. I got a brother, my line brother named Kevin Epps. Okay. That's my guy. Shout out to Kev Epps. That's my brother. I love you, bro. We had both got hired at this shop across the street from the University of Toledo. Okay. So we had got hired there. We was just like the shop owner. His name was Mel. That's my dude. He showed me like really all that into this car stuff. He showed me everything. I know. We started working there, and he kind of was just throwing us in the water like, hey, when I come back, like take this off before I come back, or have this taken apart. And I just had the toolbox. I didn't necessarily know how to do everything, but I just had to learn as I went. So as I started working in his shop, I'm like, all right, I know from me being in school and just college stuff, I'm a business owner at heart. I used to have like little business growing up and stuff, but I'm a business owner at heart. So I seen what he was teaching me. I'm like, okay, I feel like I could do this by myself. And I was working at FedEx at the time. And I was working at FedEx. It was like, bro, I'm in there working probably not even 10 hours a week, bro. As soon as somebody came in there and was like, hey, we high on our hours for the day. Anybody want to go home? I'll be the first person to raise my hand trying to go home. So I wasn't really making no money. So the car stuff was like, I feel like I can be working for less time and make the most money. So then I just popped out with the car stuff, and I've been doing that ever since, bro. Now, it started mechanics, but when I started working at the shop in Toledo, I started seeing him do like the body work. Then he started showing me,
Some I say people might not know the difference. They like, okay, what's the difference between the two? Because people when they hear auto, they hear
okay.
not knowing
So,
the difference between the two.
When you got mechanics, that's more so like brakes, rotors, suspension. Like you taking broken stuff off the car and you putting like mechanical components back on. So that's usually oil changes, brakes, rotors, anything with the suspension, like anything that has nothing to do with paint. But then when you come over to the bodywork side, that's like if your car, you get in a car crash, you got a dent on your car.
Okay.
Now we like popping the dent out, primering it, sanding it down, doing what we need to paint it so it look like don't nothing happen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Yeah, because I'm gonna say someone watching it like, well, no.
Yeah,
Appreciate you. So let me ask you this. With that being said, because man, when you hear like I remember back in the day, always in the hood, it was that man who you give him a bottle, he do the brakes for you.
No,
For
sure,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
Or you get, you know what I'm saying? It was always that guy.
Yeah.
And why I respect you and love what you're doing, man, because you're so young doing it.
No,
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? And like I said, one time people look for me, you know how hard to find a good mechanic nowadays.
No, literally. So from speaking to that point, I felt like when I first started, I was seeing professionalism at a small scale with my dude Mel in Toledo. Like he had his own shop and he had the technology where he had invoicing apps where he putting people cars in. It's telling you how much it's supposed to be, how much it's supposed to be for the repairs, and he had the paperwork to like back up his business.
Yeah.
So when I seen bro doing that, he was doing it great, but it was still like a ghetto fabulous aspect to his business because you got doughboys pulling up there with the drops and it was just a different vibe.
Yeah.
So when I came back to Cleveland with my stuff, I was just trying to do my stuff a little different, bro. Yeah, I am young, but when it comes to business, bro, I'm just a tycoon. Like I move different when it comes to business, and I feel like there's nobody that can do business better than me. You know what I'm saying? When I come out here when I popped out with the car stuff, bro, I messed up a lot. I messed up a lot, bro. I done got cussed out a lot.
Time out, Kev. Because most people don't talk about them. Talk about the mistake they made along the way.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
So shout out to you, man.
Listen, if you watch this podcast right now and I mess up your car, pull back up, and I promise you I'll get you back together. But no, bro, it was really like a learning aspect for me. Like, I had to learn. I was the type where I might fix somebody's car and they're like, oh yeah, I need a water pump. And it might be my first time doing this water pump. But I look it up on YouTube and I just knew me, like, I'm going to figure it out. Right. And then when I get in there, I might charge somebody $300, but I might need a new tool that I ain't got. So now I'm spending more money on tools. But after a while, it was like, at first I started with nothing, bro. I didn't have nothing. I bought all my stuff myself. But then after a while, as I worked up, it was like, it wasn't too many jobs that I was running into where I didn't have a tool for it. And then once I was in here, like, probably like a year or two in, I pretty much had everything until I start going into like really getting in shop and then stuff changed for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So okay, I want to talk about it because the difference between being a mechanic and being a worker versus being an owner and running the whole shop. It's two different things, right? And I love the fact that you talked about how you started out, you didn't have a tool, but you worked until you got them. Yeah. And the fact you said, hey, I might have messed up on the way. And like I said, people don't talk about that. Bro, I remember we had our first podcast, so now.
Total difference.
Not totally
different. Yeah, night and day, yeah, for sure. But I feel like, from me personally, the people that I was messing up on, even though I mess up, I'm the type, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make it my priority to fix it. Or if you're not happy with anything that we did, I'm going to make it my priority. Hey, pull back up. We're going to take care of it. And I feel like just coming all the way back to the entrepreneurship game, bro, it's a different beast. Like people, one thing my girl told me, she say some people are good at what they do and some people are entrepreneurs. If you're just good at what you do, you might not have that customer service aspect with your business. So you might say you a barber and you cut somebody's hair and you might do 4 or 5 good cuts, but when you get that one that come back, how you treat that client that come back. And that separates for me the entrepreneur from the person that's just good at a trade. That's come on now.
So let's talk about the transition. Let's talk about when you first got the shop and when you start, because you know when you said it has to be more than just me doing this thing now.
Okay, so when I was in Toledo, I was out there, bro. I went to Toledo. I was in school for like 7 years, bro. School. 7 years, bro. I was playing around. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was playing around.
Yeah.
But like it was different because when I went to school, like I went to school for pre-pharmacy. Like I went to school for something totally nothing to do with cars.
I was gonna ask you about
that.
that.
It had nothing to do with cars, bro. I graduated with a biology degree from University of Toledo. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on two different aspects of this.
Yeah.
On one end of my life, I'm dealing with people that like did not graduate high school for real. And that's my clientele base. And then on the other aspect of my life, I'm in lab, I'm doing research lab, I'm in there cutting, dissecting stuff. I was a real scientist when I was in college, like a real scientist. So when I made the transition to come home, that's when COVID hit. When COVID hit, I was like, all right, stuff didn't slow down. I don't really know what's about to happen. So I had came back home, and where I got my first shop at was Akron. Shout out to ZZ Noops. Akron, they my boy Johnny and Desmond, they let me use their garage for my first shop. Now, it wasn't the best facilities, but they let me do whatever I wanted to do in there. So like they wouldn't hit me with the it's too loud. Like they let me bring all my stuff down there. And before I had came back home, because I didn't like move back home, but I had just said, all right, I'm about to just try the shop thing. Yeah. So when they gave me the green to use their garage, I had used all the money I had saved up, and I went to go buy a whole bunch of equipment and just really invested into what I had going on. Put it all in Akron. And bro, I was in Akron for like a whole year. I was fixing cars out there, and people was driving from Cleveland to Akron. But Akron was like, that's the difference between my journey with the car stuff and other people's. I didn't have no like real tangible OGs to be calling. Like Mel was my guy. My brother Kev was my guy. But sometimes it might be times where they can't answer the phone or like they not accessible. So a lot of times, bro, I was out there on my own, and a lot of my training and things that I did with the cars, it was trial and error. The whole Akron shop was a trial and error. The whole Akron shop was a trial and error. Like if your car worked after pulling out of Akron, I was surprising myself sometimes, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I got confidence in my own abilities, for one. But on the other end, it was also like, bro, I be nervous because the car game is higher risk. Like when you just making clothes or you cut somebody hair, if they don't like it, they can just come back in there. If you mess somebody's car up, they tire might fall off on the freeway. Now somebody in an accident, they in the hospital. It's a whole different game. So for me, I used to have that nervous aspect, like, okay, am I doing it right? Am I messing something up? But then after a while, bro, just the people that I had in my corner, and a lot of my clientele at first, they was like college students. Yeah. So they not expecting too much. They just want their car rolling. They just want it rolling. They just want their car not overheating, and they don't care if the bolts ain't all in there, or they just want it back rolling. So a lot of times, my clientele, bro, they like, I love them for that at that time, because they spared me on a lot of stuff that probably could have came back or been problematic. You know what I'm saying?
But you got better with each
time. I got better with time, bro. I got better with time for sure. So from Akron was a thing. Akron was a nice era. I was at the Capitol House. I'm fixing stuff that day. We partying that night. It was a good thing going on, bro. Then from Akron, I just jumped off the porch. That was when I was 21, and I grabbed my first shop in Maple. I had a 3-bay garage over on Broadway Ave. That's where a lot of my clients know me from, over in Maple. So I was 16592 Broadway Avenue, right in front of the high school. And I was there for about like 4 years, bro. I was there for like 4 years. And that's really where like all the skills and everything developed in. Yeah.
Question. So how much of your biology degree would you say is transferable in mechanics? Like,
okay, look, I'm gonna tell you. It depends on the degree that you get into it. For me, when I first graduated college in 23, I had got a job at Sherwin-Williams. I was a commercialization engineer, R&D technician in the control lab. So we did testing on aerosol paint, roofing, caulking, all different types of paints in there, bro. Like we just did the testing on the paint, and we were the quality control. So pretty much like if paint got to get to certain specs, or this chemical is not approved by the EPA and stuff no more, we had to be the ones that like switch the formula and see if the paint still performed the same way. So on that aspect, painting is chemistry. The whole thing, the painting and coating industry, all of that stuff is biology, chemistry, science, because it all comes down to chemical reactions. And the reason why your paint stays on the car is because your base coat is having a chemical reaction with the primer, and it's making it stick, and the clear coat having a chemical reaction with the base coat and making it stick, but everything got different properties. So when you get all the way into it, that's the science behind it. But for me, it worked out because when I worked there, I'm the type of person, like when I'm doing a job or something like that, I try to see why something didn't work or like why it messed up. And a lot of times it could be like a surface level. Like, you got the OGs and the old school cats. They've been painting with no mask on in the garage for years, and they're going to tell you do it like this, do it like that. But when I'm working in there, I'm like, okay, this thing didn't paint, the paint didn't come out like how I wanted to because it had a different type of chemical reaction, or these two chemicals don't work together. So on that aspect, bro, it gets into it. And the mechanicals too. Like when you get on the mechanic side of things, depending on how deep you get into it, when you get in that deep engine work, all of that stuff is chemistry. It's a whole bunch of math that go into building them engines and getting the engine to be at, like when you get in performance and stuff like that, getting engines to be at peak performance, it's all math and chemistry at the end of the day. So the people that you see out here that's just doing the little day-to-day mechanics, they might not be trying to get into it like that. But when you get into like high performance, you need an education for stuff like that. For sure.
You right man for the job then, my friend.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, let's talk about, so what do you prefer, auto body work or mechanic work? You know what I'm saying? What do you find yourself doing more?
Okay, man. So look.
With a passion at.
It's a beast on each side of the thing. Because with the mechanical, if I got somebody to come in there for brakes and rotors or whatever, I know that at the end of the day, usually, if everything go right, it shouldn't take me more than an hour or two to get it done. But with mechanics, on the con side of things, you might have somebody come in for something and you fix the thing that they came in for, but it might be something else totally different that was the reason why it was making the noise or not performing as the person wanted their car to perform. So from that, it's just a problem-solving game. Now, on the painting side, bro, I love to paint. I love to paint. Like, that's really where my passion is at, on the painting side. But, bro, if you do not know what you're doing painting cars, you're going to get a bigger headache than just even getting into it in the first place, because it all depends on who you giving the car back to. Now, every time I paint somebody's car, if we didn't negotiate nothing or they didn't say, hey, I'm just trying to get it by, I try to paint somebody's car to the degree I'm going to be looking at it. So a lot of things where somebody might get fixed on their car, it'll irritate me if something not right and they'll never see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like how my eye work. I want the quality to be, I like it. If I like it, I know you gonna like it. You get what I'm saying? But it's really just different beasts on each side. With the painting, I feel like the painting makes more money. But with the mechanical, you're able to, like, the painting is just for like aesthetics. Mechanical, you can put somebody back on the road. If you know how to change an engine, or if you know how to change timing chain, you really out here making some money. But it's dirty work. The painting side is dirty, but it's a different type of dirt. It's like dusty dirt. Mechanic side is like grime, oil dirt. So it just depends on like where you at with it. I like painting a little more, but sometimes the painting, I might paint 3-4 cars and they don't go right. And that's the part don't nobody see. When you get your car back, it's going to be good. Like, I'm not going to give you a car back bad. But if I had to paint it 4 or 5 times and in between you getting it, bro, and then, like, that's why my clientele base, like, I love them so much because they just be patient with me. They patient with me. Now, I get those outliers sometimes, but that's where that part of separating somebody that's good at what they're doing versus an entrepreneur, because you got to know how to, like, you got to know how to talk to people and control the narrative on that, in anything with the auto body side, because you are the enemy. When I call, and say you drop your car off to me, if you drop your car off to me, you say, I'm trying to get brakes and rotors done. In your head, you getting brakes and rotors done. So when I call you back and I tell you, like, hey, bro, your alternator messed up too, you like, damn, bro, I wasn't even asking about the alternator, but it's my job to tell you that, but I'm automatically the enemy at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So I automatically got the crosshairs on my head, because now I'm catching whatever wind come from you didn't know you needed your alternator change. So now I got to hear about TT and then they had to get picked up later on, how you had a family reunion to go to this weekend. And you just got to know how to navigate it. The wrong person, you'll be out here with a lot of enemies. But if you know how to talk to people and kind of, and that's where I say the knowledge is the biggest key with the mechanics stuff, because you got to be able to know, like, why somebody can't get their car back and explain it to them. I'm not going to say dumb it down, but in the layman's terms of getting somebody to understand it, because Okay, you didn't got your car fixed a whole bunch of times, I'm guessing, in your lifetime. You know how the game go. But for somebody younger, they might feel like, oh, I paid. I feel like I should be at the top of the list and my car should be working at the end. It don't go like that all the time. So you just got to know how to navigate with the communication between the older client or the younger client or somebody in between.
I had a pastor, he said the job of any person, business or life, is to take the cookies from the top shelf to bring to the bottom shelf.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you take a complicated subject and make it to where
everybody can get it? Everybody can get it. Yeah.
That's your job, entrepreneur.
And that's where the mechanic stuff come in. And I feel like that's where I excel at, because with my clients, I will break it down. Yeah. I try to limit the full, like, taking you to school, but I'll break it down to where you understand it. Like, a lot of people with the mechanic game, they hurt from past transgressions. That don't got nothing to do with me. Like, you might have ran into a mechanic that did you crazy. They left your car jacked up and they ain't fixed nothing. So when I'm a lot of times with the mechanic world, you gonna get them people that don't. It's a lot of like distrust, because you're not really trusting that I'm doing it right, or you feel like I'm trying to get extra money out of you. But all of my clients know I only hit you up if I gotta hit you up. If I don't gotta hit you up, I won't. But it's just so many areas and intricacies with the car stuff. It just depends. Like, that separates the Mr. Tire from Backyard Jack. It's just a whole like system of, if you moving this way, your trajectory gonna be like all the way up. You can handle any type of client. If you moving this way, you're gonna have a different type of clientele. So it's very subjective to the type of person you are.
So imagine this, bro, because you, like I said, you're young, and I was watching this video talking about statistics now. Our PBOA don't want to get in the trades, man. So before you know it, we will have a generation of people of content creation, but not people who know how to work on cars.
No, for sure.
How do you feel like we can get out that that hole or whatnot, man? Not have enough people.
All right, look. I talk to my OGs about this all the time. Times has changed, and you can't be mad at the change, because times is different now. People, like in your era, you in high school, to fathom somebody making $1 million off a phone, it's like, what is you saying?
Right.
But in my era, it was more possible. But I graduated 17, so you way older than me, but it was possible. No, I ain't even trying to do you like that, G. I'm just being honest. Yeah. You were older than me. Yeah. Statistically, you're older than me. So your generation, it wasn't no, like, y'all got phones, but they not on the touchscreen. My generation, we had the Instagram. I grew up in it, but it's like, you not really making no money off of it. But then my little brother, he 19. His generation, the mindset is different. So for my baby brother, he growing up, that's all he will know. So I can't even sit up here and say that, like, the phones and like the trade, we're not gonna have nobody to do the trades, because you're gonna have somebody, but history repeats itself. And in my opinion, I feel like the making money on your phone gonna water down to the point where, like, all right, there ain't gonna be nothing else to do but to go learn how to get trades and stuff. Now, I talk about this all the time. I feel like it's not gonna be no more plumbers, not gonna be no more mechanics, people that's really getting their hands dirty and stuff like that, because of like the phone era. But I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Like, everything's just different now. Money different. How you make your money is different. Like, one of my old heads, shout out to Bernard Patterson, that's my guy. He 54. We chopping it up. He like, yeah, man, I'm about to start me I'm about to get to chopping up about what do you say? Like, what I'm trying to say. Him doing content on materials that he buying, like items that he buying from the store on Instagram. Now, would he have said that 20 years ago? No. Hell no. He probably would have never said that. But for now, I'm like, bro, this, like, it's changing the older generation too, because now they seeing it. Yeah, you could sit back there and be like, oh yeah, y'all kids, y'all not gonna know how to do nothing. But then you got the kids, they pulling up in the Benzes and the Beamers. Yeah. So it's like, times change, you gotta change with the times. Now, for me, I like working with my hands and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm going to be the person on the phone that's showing you that I am working on stuff. But that's what separates the older generation of mechanics from the newer generation of mechanics. If you're not posting it, nobody's messing with you.
And I'm glad I'm going to ask you about that, because you do a great job of posting your work and use social media to help leverage it versus just doing one or the other.
Yeah, so I shout out my girl for that one. She really keep me on top of She keep me on top of the content stuff. For when I first was starting it like by myself, as you know, bro, it's hard. Like, it's
Yeah.
not easy to just
Right.
stay on top of the content because sometimes I just like doing the work.
Yeah.
I like just getting into it. When you do content, it's like an extra layer on top of what you already doing. You got to set the camera up. Like, y'all got a nice setup right here. But I'm got like one of these tripods set up and I'm trying to move it over here, move it over here, move it over here. Yes, does the content get me customers? Yes, so that's why I have to make it. But in the mix of it, bro, something that would have took me an hour to do, it took me 3 hours to do because I'm trying to make it look all intricate so somebody will be watching the video, be interested in what I got going on. But that's just the price you got to pay now. Like, in the era of where we at, if the people don't see you doing it,
Yeah.
you're not doing it. OG in Atlanta told me a business with no sign is a sign of no business. So if you're not showing the people, if you're not showing the people what you're doing, they're never like, you could be like the word of mouth is still strong out here, but you might have somebody that just like, okay, Brandon, you got the podcast. It's a millions of people with podcasts. But if somebody from Florida just like your vibe, it might be a scenario where they want to come up all the way up here just to watch you put this show on because you got a broader audience. And it's just different now, bro. It's just different now. Everything is different now. The content, like when I first started, it's like, okay, boom, you got levels of how you making content. Because you got like that surface level, that person just posting what they doing. Then you got like the editing aspect, like the person that's editing the videos, making them look aesthetically pleasing so people want to watch them, transitions looking all good. Then you got like that level 3 where you got like a company working for you and they like got the, you know how the streamers and stuff got, people following you around all day. So it's just levels to it. I try to do what I can. I really would like to do more content, but as you know, a content creator yourself, somebody who has a social media presence yourself, it's not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as it looks. So that's really where I'm at with it, man. I'm learning every day. I'm learning every day. Like, just trying to see what sticks with the people. See what type of audience do I have? What type of people are trying to watch my video? What's my niche? And sticking to that and keeping my, because if it was just up to me, I swear I'd just fix cars. I would just fix cars. If I could just keep the people coming in and it'd be a word of mouth thing, I would just fix cars. But the content, it broadens your audience. And you might, somebody from out of town, especially with the car stuff, everybody love their car. So you getting somebody might have a Hellcat that's in Chicago or something. They like my videos and they just want me to come do it because they like my vibe. And that's just, the content is a different bear, but it's worth it though. It's worth it.
So let's talk about that because, like, dude, honestly, you travel, you doing it. Like, people literally were like, I want you.
Yeah. So, bro, it's not as lit. Bro, my page look way better than what I got going. Like, sometimes, bro, I really just had to, you got to make content. So I'll be doing something like, okay, boom. So I had made a content video. I had popped out to Maryland. One of my dudes up out there, he sell cars. Now, regular Kev, I just went out there and bought the car. Kicked it with my guy, came home. But I try to bring, like I say, my girl put me in that mindset, like, all right, boom. People want to see. People want to see what you're doing. They want to see who you are. They want to see like, not just you doing things, but like they want to see what's your personality aspect. What makes you you. I'm a very secluded person. I really don't like being on the camera too much. Now, when I was in college, I was on the camera all the time. We strolling at the party, we doing all that. But it was a different vibe because I'm a collective. You get what I'm saying? It's like you have your individualism, but you at all in the whole grand scheme, we all are Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. But when you come home and you away from college, it's just you. What makes you you? And the content, like, and the things that I like to post, I just try to show a little bit of my personality. At first, I was trying to do like educational videos, very like my tone was real monotone. I was trying to sound professional because that's where I was trying to take my business to a professional aspect. But then I started talking to some people, seeing how some other people was doing their stuff. I'm like, okay, I can switch it up a little bit and just trying new styles. Like I said, I'm learning every day, bro. I'm learning every day, but I'm trying to figure it out piece by piece.
And you're doing a great job.
Appreciate that.
And I want to talk about the branding, man, because Diamond Auto Body Repair. How did the name come about? How does the brand come about, man?
So like I say, I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. And our whole thing was the diamond. Like that's our whole fraternity is embedded around the diamond because you know what I'm saying. It's a diamond in the rough, and the Noop stands for I can't tell you that, but under you know what I'm saying. Like if you know, you know. So where I was at with it was when I crossed, bro. I was capping out. Like I was, bro, everything I did, bro. So everything was capping. So when I had started my brand, it just made sense for me, like to just make it a diamond. So I had the first logo that I made. Then I actually got a iota friend that I got named LJ. I had sent because he was doing like logos at the time in Toledo. I had sent him my logo that I had. And I'm like, bro, just see what you could do with it. So he came up with my old logo that I had. When I had that one, I juggled with that logo for 3 years. My logo just changed, but that was the whole premise of what I had going on. I feel like Kappa really changed my life in the sense of the networking because it made me be a person that like, okay, it's a lot of noobs everywhere, but I was really the only one that's fixing cars. With me and my LB at the time, we was the only one that's fixing cars, me and Kev. So when we doing that, it was our own thing, and then it kind of just like grew from there. Then I made Four Corners Auto the page, and then everything just kind of been set in stone from there, boy. Yeah, I don't really got like no crazy story about Granny doing something and all that. No, it just was like, hey, I crossed. I'm like, hey, it's gonna be Diamond Auto.
No, shout out to you, brother. And I should actually don't care, but I want to know because we in the era where people are denouncing their fraternities, man. You want to speak about?
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about that or whatnot.
So look, man. Me personally, bro, I'm in this till I die.
Come on now.
But the only reason why you see that is because people do not put into it what they feel like they should get out of it. Bro, when I first crossed, I crossed in spring 19. When I first got done, I was expecting a whole lot of love and stuff. And I had expectations for the frat, which like, it come with that, but it's a short-lived thing because every year somebody new out. Yeah. So if you don't put the love and if you don't put the respect into it and if you don't put the time into it to really not surface level bond, but like past the meetings and past all that, like really one-on-one bonding with your chapter, you're gonna done. Because at the end of the day, I pledge different. Yeah. I pledge. So for me, it was like I felt like I was in it, bro. Yeah. I'm in it. But when I got out of it, it watered down for me because I wasn't in it no more. And I didn't really start getting real deal into it. Bro, it took me like 3 years after I crossed to really realize like why I was even here. Yeah. But then once I came back, one thing one of my old heads told me, he was like, Kappa gonna be there whether you there or whether you not there. Wow. The organization gonna always be there. Yeah. So it's not really about you. It's an organization. You're not an individual no more. You joined the organization. So when I came back into it, that really changed my whole character, bro. Cause I was kind of like, I was an a-hole. Not really, but like I just didn't. I did things my way, how I wanted to do them, and I got put into a chapter that's like I got real prominent old heads, and they can call you out on your mess. So like if you doing something stupid or you doing something that's just like not brotherly or whatever the case may be, they gonna call you out. Yeah. So at first I used to be thinking they was just like on my case all the time, but then when I really started kicking it with them, I'm like, oh, y'all really care about what I got going on. And it was crazy because I never had nobody in my life, like my family, but I didn't never have nobody in my life that was like external, like not like immediate family that really cared about what I had going on so much. So when I seen that, it was a slow walk for me. But after a while, bro, I was just like, yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. Like, it's nothing that nobody can ever do to talk down on my frat. And I'm going to feel it is nothing like any frat, because anybody who ever denounced or anything like that, like, now that's their decision. And I don't be like, that's your decision. But for me personally, I'm in it doing it, bro.
No, I respect it. No, I was wanting to ask you.
No, for sure. You know what
I'm saying? Because you're rocking that. I respect it, though. So, man, what do you feel like is the biggest misconception people have about entrepreneurship? You know what I'm saying? Because you actually are an entrepreneur, and then people will be like, oh, that's easy.
Okay, look, so I'm going to tell you like this. The biggest misconception people have is they be wanting to succeed too fast. you gotta be in and take some L's and like get up from the L's and then take some more L's and then get up and then take some more hits. Like it's never ending. And I'm not like, bro, I'm self-employed. Until I'm at a point where Diamond Auto Body is running itself and I'm not there and I'm just making calls and doing that and I don't really gotta come. I don't even consider myself an entrepreneur because an entrepreneur is so much that come with it. My main thing for it, a lot of people aren't emotionally intelligent enough to be entrepreneurs. Wow. If you can't handle the bads and when stuff not going good, or you got like a crazy, terrible week, or you not seeing your peoples like how you used to because you so, like, bro, I got infatuated and obsessed with my vision that I was trying to have going on. Because I wouldn't necessarily say nobody was hating on me. They were just like, bro, like mechanic, like where'd that come from? So for me, at first,
they understand.
Yeah, it's not, because I'm not even gonna sit here and say they ain't understand, because I ain't even understand. I'm like, bro, where am I going with this? But once I start seeing it pick up motion, I was like, I'm gonna just stick to it. I just want to see how far I can take it. With the entrepreneurship vibe, people be wanting, like, they got high expectations for putting out low quality. If you're not every day waking up, like I even fall victim to this. Like I should be waking up and showing what I'm doing for the day and popping out, getting uncomfortable out here, doing things that's uncomfortable. Like I don't necessarily like talking to people that I don't know from some type of basis. Like me talking to new people, it'd be kind of weird for me. But for me personally, I like to get uncomfortable to the point where, okay, boom, if you can't be an entrepreneur, you can't take a stack of your business cards and just go be getting to people your value proposition of what you do. If you can't pop out and do that, then it's a couple things that you gotta learn first, but before even being an entrepreneur. Because I've been in the game, bro. I've been fixing cars since 17, so it's damn near working up on like 10 years now. I'm still not an entrepreneur, so it's a lot of, like, to other people I may be, but for where I'm seeing it and my vision of where I'm trying to be, it's not there yet. So it's a mentality switch that got.
So the cozy mood, shea butter and warm sugar is where it's at. Or maybe you're more in a champagne spritz and roses type mood. Whatever the mood, set it with one of these Febreze Air Mist fragrances today.
You cannot be Mr. Pop-Off trying to be an entrepreneur. You got to really be accepting to the fact that I'm not going to even sit here and say the customer always right, but to a certain degree, you got to keep your brand face good. And if you a person known out here for popping off on people every time something bad happens, like, that's a step one that you got to learn. And even from that, as you can see, I've seen you won many awards. You've done a lot of different things from the podcast or whatever you do on the side. And you might have them instances where you got to talk to people that you may not know for no reason. And you got to show them, hey, I want to get you on my show. And it's humbling, bro. Being an entrepreneur is humbling, because sometimes you got to come off as like damn near lame just to get people in the door. And then when they're in the door, once you got them, you got them. And that was a big thing for me. I'm me. And sometimes I'm just cool with not being cool with certain people. I'm cool with not having to talk to everybody. Like, that's not my thing. But when you pop on the entrepreneurship tip, you got to want to get everybody. You got to want to sell everybody, lock every sale in. You want your clientele base to be so broad and everybody mess with you to the point where, like, it's the door swinging all the time, the door swinging. So if you can't be humble, if you can't be emotionally intelligent, and if you cannot be grounded and infatuated to your dream of making it happen, like, you get a bad day, like, oh, bro, it's over with, or like too much complaining, it's not gonna work for you. It's not gonna work.
Listen, I hope y'all just have your notebooks on that one, because he just gave a whole bar with that one. That's real. That's real. No, a lot of people don't even, they probably like, emotional intelligence, what's that or whatnot? You know, now you understand what they even mean or how you apply the business. They're like, that's two different things.
Like, emotional intelligence, I learned all through college, because when you in Cleveland and you just out here, you be feeling like Cleveland is it for you. But when you go to other places and like some avenue like college, or even move out of the state, it's tough people everywhere you go. it's people who think that there's stuff everywhere you go. It's people like everywhere in every city. You would think Cleveland's so big until you go to a Cincinnati, Columbus, or then go out of state or even out the country. It's a you everywhere. It's somebody with your kind of mentality everywhere. So it's like once you travel and get around and stuff, you start realizing like, okay, it's not about being tough no more. It's not about trying to be the coolest out the city no more because it's so many cities. Like I never had the mentality growing up that I wanted to be local. I always wanted to be like international. Like whatever I did or had going on, I wanted to have friends in different places where I'm able to like go and I'm good everywhere I go. So it's a switch, bro. A lot of people may just want to be an entrepreneur and be rich in Cleveland. That's not me. Like I'm trying to get my brand to a point where it's like franchise and I'm sitting back. I might sell the brand in 10 years or something like that. That's where I'm trying to go. So for that, in our community specifically, it's some classes that got to get taken. It's some things, it's some underlying knowledge that people have to know first before even trying to realize that, hey, I think I want to do the entrepreneurship like journey because a lot of people waste time and resources and might be 3-4 years in and then be like, nah, this ain't for me. And I'm so infatuated with just like I feel like I can't quit. Like at this point, I'm so in deep with it. It's like if I quit, I'm not gonna necessarily feel like I failed, but like this is my baby right now. So I'm just in it. Like with your podcast, if somebody say, bro, like you can't podcast tomorrow, you're gonna be like, what? Nah. Like you're not gonna feel it because you put so much into it. You got the wars to back it. You like you're the face of what this podcast game right now. So if somebody told you can't do it, you're gonna be looking funny. So for me, it's like once you become so delirious with it, it end up kind of becoming true. Like when you first started your podcast, you probably was like, all right, we're gonna figure it out. And you just kind of figured it out and slow rolled it until now you here. You got the followers on IG, your platform is popping, you got a whole bunch of people on here, but you probably never even, well, you probably thought you would get to here, but you probably got a couple people that never would have thought you would have had it like this. So you gotta be so infatuated and just obsessed with succeeding that like the haters, that don't shake you. Like anybody that's got ill intent speaking on your business, that don't shake you because they're gonna be there. Like, and that separate the people who win it and the people who not in it
no more. Man, man, I ain't gonna tell you, hey, but you a wise young man. You know what, man?
No, for real.
You a wise dude, man.
Yeah, bro. I like I told you, man, I kick it with all old heads. And for me, like kicking with people around my I got friends my age friend and everything, but I don't kick it with nobody who don't got something going on. All my friends got businesses. All my friends, whenever it's some networking stuff coming up or it's some type of thing that's gonna educate or like make our businesses grow, I'm saying it to everybody because that's my group right now. So if you're somebody who trying to start the entrepreneurship journey or just start being better in life, you gotta look at your circle, man. The circle, I tell my little brother this all the time. And you might have heard this 100 times. If you're kicking it with 5 losers, you're going to be the 6th loser.
That's real.
If you're kicking it with 5 rich people, you're going to be the 6th rich one. And it was a figure of speech for so long until I got to school and really seen it. I seen it. When you kicking it with the nerds in class and that's your vibe, then they got the answers for the test and they know this and, oh, bro, that's easy. I'll help you out with that. But then when you kicking it with the smokers like how I was all through college, you not getting the same keys. You not in the right rooms. And that starts reflecting on what you got going on. And it's so crazy how being around something could really like affect your situation. It's serious, man. It's serious.
And that's the reason why the cliche, they say cliches are cliches for a reason. They're because it's real.
It's real, man.
So let me ask you this. And I love how you said it earlier, kind of alluded to it, but what advice would you give to some young woman, some young man that is watching this that you wish was told to you when you were young, when you starting out in this auto repair game?
Do your research. Do your research and see if it's really for you. Before I started, try to so I can't speak to every community. I just know our community because I know how it is with my friends and I know how it is with like just being black out here. I just know how it is. you have to see if what I'm trying to say. Find out if so see if what you're trying to do is for you, but also get to a point where you're researching and figuring out. Okay, that's where I'm going. Find a mentor. I apologize. Find a mentor and invest in a mentor.
Yeah.
A lot of times in our community, we spend money on so much other stupid stuff. When like that's something I would tell myself, like being young, bro, save your money and invest in a mentor. Save your money and invest in somebody who got a Fortune 500 company. And it's not corny to be on somebody's back about teaching you something.
Yeah.
Like, I used to think it's like if somebody not texting me back, oh, that's lame. Or, oh, okay, that make me look like a lame. But then you get to a point where, like, in business, sometimes the person that's texting somebody 50 times versus the person that texts somebody once, that separates your seriousness.
Yeah.
And as a mentor, I'm gonna go to the person that's texting me 50 times because even though that might look lame or not cool, you want it more.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I would tell myself or somebody getting into the game. You got to really shed all of the things that you learned like growing up, because it can hinder you.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that's taught like in my age bracket and lower, it's like you kind of ride somebody's tail, or you corny if you keep hitting somebody up, or if you're taking interest in what somebody else doing. You got to forget about all that, because I feel like the richest people is the people that's tapped in or that hit somebody up constantly. Like when I first got my first shop in Maple, I was texting the dude probably twice a week for like 2 months. Yeah. He didn't never reply. One day he called me, was like, hey, it's available, just randomly. Like he called me like, hey, I want you to come through and look at the spot. Dude finally moved out, it's available, whoopty whoop. Now if I only texted him once, he didn't text me back, I got mad, he ain't text me back, I would have been in a different situation. But humble. Stay humble, man. Stay humble. Be humble and stay humble and have humility. Be okay with like maybe sitting up under somebody else's wing and learning out. Like, okay, boom, you got somebody that want to do a podcast. Be okay with sitting up under the person that got the stuff going on right now, and just like you don't automatically got to pop out and start your own thing. Like when I was younger and I was at the other dude's shop, I kind of popped out fast. Like, oh, he not moving fast enough for me. I want to pop out. My mentality though led me like that. Everybody not like that. Sometimes you really got to sit up under a mentor and soak game up. Yeah. To all aspects, not just like this, but like, hey, I want to see how you talking to your clients on the phone. Hey, I want to see how you conducting yourself in meetings, because it's a whole, like, okay, boom, you might see me fixing cars, but it's a whole back end of the stuff you don't see, and that's the part where people fail trying to get into the business. So it's the behind the scenes. Yeah. Be humble and try to get a mentor that's in the field that you at, or if you can't, do your research on YouTube, bro. I'm a YouTube mechanic. I am a YouTube mechanic, bro. I am so cool with saying that. I am a YouTube mechanic. I learned everything that I know off of YouTube. But it takes one thing that separates me was like, okay, boom, yes, I am on YouTube, but I'm also investing in myself. Yeah. So I'm seeing like, okay, I might need a new toolbox. I don't got that tool. I might gotta go grab that, this and that. And that formed me all the way to the point I'm at now, where if somebody, like, I got friends that's in business now. Somebody trying to invite me on a meeting, or, hey, bro, come up to my shop to do blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm honored. I'm coming up there because I never had that. And now I see from somebody that got a business, you get so much game just being around somebody else versus trying to do it yourself. Like, if I would have did that out the gate, I probably would have dodged like a lot of obstacles that I had coming up, especially on the foundational level, like taxes and like real business things. Like, it's all cool to do the work, but when it comes to like actually getting your business foundation, trying to get funding, taxes, all of that stuff, you got to kind of either you in the books reading about it, or you got to be around somebody that's got that going on. So that's what I would I would recommend that for anybody trying to get into the game. Find you somebody in the field that you are desiring and ride their coattail to see whatever you got to see or do what you got to do. And whenever you get to a point, show your love back about whoever that put you on.
Come on, man. Yeah. So you talk about the past, or the present, talk about the future. You kind of alluded to it earlier. You talked about franchising. Yeah. What else can we expect from you in the future, bro?
Bro, it's about to be Diamond Auto Bodies in different cities. It's going to be Diamond Auto Bodies. So I just linked up with a guy, Jeff Jones. That's my guy.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey.
Yeah, Jeff Jones.
Hey, shout out to Jeff Jones. That's my guy. Now he has become like that mentor figure for
That's
me.
what's up,
When
man.
I'm
I
around,
love it.
yeah, when I'm around, bro, I'm seeing like, okay, boom, I got motion, but like, bro got motion. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money, but bro making money. So I had to humble myself, and I've been humble coming through my journey, but just even more being like, okay, boom, my business doing good, bro business doing better. So what can I do? Bro, how can I help out? What you got going on? So I've been in like a lot of link ups with him and just trying to legitimize my business to the point where, like, okay, we had the Back to Black thing going on last year.
Shout out to y'all, by the way.
Yeah. So we had to take a pause on that because just trying to get my business together, and I don't like doing half stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get to a point where I'm able to have this talk with entrepreneurs coming up, where it's not like what should I do? It's like, bro, this is what you do. And we got a conglomerate of young entrepreneurs that's coming up.
I'm proud of y'all, by the way, man. I seen that, and I'm like, y'all next generation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and it was different. It was so different because all of the people that we was getting around us, they were so used to the regular business expo that their mind didn't have the capacity of like trying to take in what we were trying to do. Because we were trying to do like, okay, boom, we're trying to make y'all money, but we're trying to make y'all like wealthy, not just rich. You know what I'm saying? And people seen it, but also, like I said, we didn't put enough time into it like how we should have. So Back to Black is not over though. We're coming back very strong, coming soon. But just trying to change that aspect of entrepreneurship education with our community, because I feel like our community got the strongest entrepreneurs. If you could take somebody in the trap and teach them the right stuff, it's like you already are built and burly enough for when stuff go wrong. So like if you put it all on the right path, you moving totally different now. Like a lot of the things that people would complain about that's not in our community, we go through that every day. So if it could just be the educational aspect that you teaching people behind that, it's like you making new beasts out here. It's like the way we move, the way Black people move to business, to me, is so different because it's like everybody is, I feel like we just hungrier, man. We just hungry, in my opinion. Like Black people are just hungrier when it comes to business because a lot of people got those, like in your family, y'all might not come from nothing. And then when you that person with the business, that becomes like, maybe not even your baby, but that's a family baby. So the way people are moving with business is cool right now, but I want to make an educational like foundation reinforcement behind that. Like, okay, boom. Not only do we got the drive for it, but we know exactly what we need to do. And that's going to separate. Like, if I feel like I could talk to somebody that's trying to go my path and I can give them a book about all the stuff they about to have to do, that's going to let you know real quick if you really want to do all this or not. If you could have read a book about all the stuff you was going to have to do to get in the podcast game, like you had to learn on your own, but reading that book, being where you at now, it's a whole bunch of stuff you need. All the types of equipment, money, all of this. So do you even want to step that foot into it to get there? Because I don't want people to have businesses that's just making money untaxed. I want you to get business loans, your taxes right, you making wealth for your family. And like to do that, it's two different paths. Like you meet a crossroads, and it's two different paths you can go on. Right now, I'm trying to jump from one crossroad over to the other one right now. So just trying to change like Black entrepreneurship here and change Black entrepreneurship everywhere, linking up with different people that's on that same vibe with me. Just growing, man. Just growing.
Like I said, I want to applaud y'all, man, because you, Alex, man. And, you know what I'm saying? I seen, because I'm a little bit older than you, know what I'm saying? But I see it like this. Labrice, you know what I'm saying? His generation, we got our generation, y'all the next generation, and then his generation after y'all. Like, see, your little brother, my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, they coming up and whatnot. And the fact that we're now all trying to do it in our own way, in our own time, is something to be applauded, man. So shout out to y'all, man.
No, I appreciate that, bro.
So listen, we're going to do part two. We're going to pull up to you at the shop, okay?
All right,
we're going to see you in the shop doing your thing, all right?
Man.
But as y'all know here at the Pro Experience, we have these simple questions. These questions I love dearly because each one is unique in its own way. But because we're in Cleveland, we got to ask these questions, right? So you are a master collaborator, obviously. You're doing your Back to Black thing. But how do you feel like we can change the narrative of Cleveland not being a collaborative place?
It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of things. It needs to be. I don't know where to start, man. I don't know where to start because Cleveland, the energy out here is so strong, but it's just misdirected in the wrong thing. Like, when I go other places, people don't be repping their city or even energy, like, exude like how Cleveland people energy give off. It's not the same thing, but I feel like it's just so many distractions out here that people just put that energy into the wrong thing. So to make Cleveland more collaborative, it would have to start small, man. And the people, it would have to start with the people that's non-collaborative. Because there's a lot of people out here that are collaborative. Or, for example, like when I first started in the game, I was kind of like not on that. Like I'm on my own vibe because I just know how Cleveland is, and I don't really want to I know what I can bring to my business. Yeah. I don't want to bring nothing else but my vibe to my business. But then when you start growing in business, me and other people, one thing I realized is that people that want to do good, they're going to come to you. You can't come to the people and try to change the people, but the people that want to do good, they're going to come to you. So to just have some type of organization or facility out here or multiple facilities where people can come and learn, that want to learn about business. It might be that person that learns something about business and they can disseminate that information to somebody that may not be on the collaborative tip, but they have like a sway over a certain group of people. Yeah. And it has to start out with the boss hogs, man. If you can like change the mentality of like the big dogs out here and the people that got business that's not collaborating, you can change their mindset, then it's just gonna be like flowing downhill. Everything else gonna change. But that could be a whole different podcast. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's a lot on that tip, but it's possible though. It's possible. From what I've seen, like in other places, I see that it's possible, but it's just old stuff that be going down in Cleveland or just old, like you might have gotten a situation that just burnt your hand on the collaborative tip. Like I've been there. Tried to collaborate with somebody, hand got burnt bad. Yeah. But I just knew I was so confident in my facilities and what I was putting out that I know like anytime I get burnt, I'm gonna come back like 3 times harder. So I'm not mad at the person that's scared of getting burnt again. Because it hurt, especially when you like had some trust in somebody and they burn you out, it hurt. But that's really just business. A big thing that changed my collaborative mindset was when I was talking to one of my dudes, Pops, and he got a lot of business stuff going on. And he was like, bro, I lost, like I had just lost like $1,000, $2,000. Bro lost like 50, 60K. So I'm tripping over this, and he like, I don't even know what I'll do if I lost that much money. But he was like, bro, you lose thousands trying to make millions, you lose millions trying to make billions. So from that, it starts with the brain, bro. Yeah. If your mind not right, you never gonna collaborate. So it just needs to be a conglomerate, emotional switch in how people think, and humbleness, and probably a whole bunch of different words in the dictionary we can talk about. Yeah.
No, but I like that though. That's good. And shout out to everyone who's been hurt by collaboration. Like my man Kev said, try again, man.
Try again,
come back even harder.
Listen,
man.
You might get hurt, burnt, but just know you might get burnt 10 times before you find that one. But when you find that one, it's gonna be that one for you for sure.
That's good. All right. So listen. All right. Who can we look forward to in the future? These collaborations. Now, in my mind, because I'm crazy, like you said, I believe everybody watches this podcast. Mm-hmm. Who would you like to see in the future that, Pimp My Ride 2, you know what I'm saying? MTV, hit my man Kev up. Who would like to collaborate with in the future, man?
Honestly, man, and this gonna sound lamest term. I'm trying to collaborate. Anybody that's trying to collaborate with me.
Come on, now.
Anybody that see what I got going on, and you trying to do something with me, or you see anything that like you see something in my vision or whatever it is, I'm trying to make videos with everybody. I'm trying to pull up. If I could, and it was like, you know how Cleveland is, bro. Yeah. It's not the safest place, but everywhere like that. If I could go somewhere to the point where I'm going on and I am tapped in with people and I know it's a safe place and things like that, I'll collaborate with everybody in the city. Yeah. But it's just not like that all the time. Yeah. But my mom, my girl, they've been trying to change my mindset about how things go. Like, okay, you cannot think about the bad all the time. Sometimes you gotta put your mind on the good. Sometimes you gotta put your mind on like, okay, yeah, it's been bad stuff that happened, but that might not be your path.
Yeah.
Or if you're not even speaking that into existence, it's not gonna happen for you. So don't even put that into the air. So I'm trying to collaborate with anybody, but if it's gonna be like probably it's a company called Hennessy and Hennessy Performance in Texas. They just do some crazy stuff, bro. So if I could get like some Diamond Auto Body Hennessy Performance stuff going on, that'll be crazy for me. But I'm collabing with anybody, man. If y'all trying to make videos, content, whatever it may be, hit me up. We're gonna make it happen.
Well, shoot, you already know the Blues parents. We are collaborating, brothers. So that's all. That's all.
No,
that's all
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Okay, brother, you've been dropping gems left and right, dropping them here and there. What are 3 takeaways do you believe someone can watch? Who's watching can take away from today's episode, man?
Change your mindset.
Okay.
Be humble and be ready for change. That's it. If you take them 3 things, and it's easier said than done, because I'm still fighting a fight every day. Like when I'm trying to change my mindset about like collaborating with people, but then in the back of my mind, it's that little voice like, bro, they might rob you, bro, or bro, like you gonna, like, bro, you don't do stuff like this, or bro, like this lane. I'm trying to just change my own mindset, and it's so easier said than done, but just try every day. Like every time Myron Rowe, he was a player in the NFL. You remember Cabo outside. He said, just get 2% better every day. Like I just try a little bit and a little bit, like try to climb that mountain just to get a little better, man. So try your best, be humble, and be a student of the game. Man. That's it.
Those are great takeaways right there. All right, so this one I love asking a question because legacy is something that even though you're young, we all gonna leave it one way or another. Now, it's up to you what legacy you leave behind, right? And with you being so young, brother, I know the future is phenomenal for you. But what do you feel like you would like your legacy to be for you as an individual, but then also for you in your business? Businesses.
So for my legacy, like I can sit up here and think about something, but honestly, I just want my little brothers to be good for real. Like my little brothers be a reason why I do a lot of the stuff I do. And I just want them to just have a good role model. I feel like I never was like no bad kid, but I just be doing stupid stuff. So like now, when I seen that I had people like really looking up to what I had going on, it just made me move like a little bit more intentional. So I really just want them to see what I got going on and see like how successful I am and where I'm going to be at, and just want to do better. Like, I just want them to always be doing better than whatever I got going on. So like I got a 10-year-old brother and I got a 19-year-old brother. And the 10-year-old, you know, he kind of still like a kid, but the 19-year-old, I really just be wanting him to just lock in. Like if I locked in 18, 19, I'll be at a whole different position now. I didn't lock in until I was like 21, 22. Now that's still young, but to me, I feel like I could lock in way earlier than that. I was trying to get little bro to lock in like 16, 17, because it had just changed. Like if I could have locked in earlier, you gonna see certain stuff and peep certain stuff out that's not too serious or that's not worth it, and your value is just gonna change at a young age. So then when you 19, 20, you just moving totally different. So that's really the legacy I want to leave. I want to make sure my kids, I ain't got no kids yet, but I want to make sure my kids good. And for the legacy of my business, I just really want my business to just be known for great business. I'm totally a believer in face value of business, and I'm a big believer in reviews and stuff like that. So I just want, when somebody think of Diamond Auto Body and Repair, it was just always a good memory in their head.
Come on, man. So, okay, and this is the most important question of the whole interview, brother. Where can people learn more about you? Where can they get their breaks done? Where can they tap in with you, man? All
right, so our shop is 18433 Buffalo Court. We just got a new shop over in Euclid, Ohio. Like I said, we was over in Maple for the last 4 years. So we just got a new shop over in Euclid, Ohio. A lot of y'all know me from IG, but my Instagram is 4 Corners Auto. That's corners with a K. And I'm on LinkedIn. If you want to look it up on there, ain't too much on there, but I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm gonna probably post this on LinkedIn, so make sure y'all like that. And I ain't got no Facebook or nothing. Just call me, man. 216-714-2740. Flawless Repair, fraction of the cost.
Listen, guys, you as you're watching this right here in the interview, boom, right in the show notes, all the information. So ain't no excuse why you not tapping this young man, getting your breaks done, getting mentorship in the future,
Absolutely.
getting all those great things, and just a phenomenal interview, man.
Appreciate you. Man.
Like I said, I see the work you're doing. You, Alex, man, and y'all the future, man. So y'all doing
Hey,
work,
man. I appreciate the opportunity to come on this platform just to talk, because I don't do this often. But,
hey, listen, we got you, though.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
You did great for your first one, man.
Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate you.
Listen, y'all. Real quick, we gotta pay some bills. Guys, Steve, I forgot the clipboard. I don't know what events we got coming up. Oh, I know off the top of my head. June 22nd, guys. Pink Black Honors, guys. Phenomenal award ceremony. Kev, you got to come through, man.
Okay,
where we're honoring entrepreneurs who are doing great things in the city. It's like a Met Gala. It's like the Source Awards. It's like Grammys. It's like any awards you can think of, all mixed in one right here in the city of Cleveland. So do me a favor, get tickets. We're going to have David Banner, Shay Shepard, Wayne Dawson, Danita Harris. They're all going to honor this year and going to be there, and they're going to be able to pour into us as we pour into each other. So guys, get tickets today. We want to see you guys there. Steve, what am I forgetting? Yes, I know. It's cool. Listen, guys, do me a favor. Brittany's not here. She's here in spirit. But, guys, do me a favor. Check out her amazing podcast, Beauty Be Told. Did I say it right? I said it wrong again. Okay. But she has a phenomenal podcast. We talk about relationships, dating, married, single. But she talks about stories that can help you with your life and help you get better. So do me a favor. Subscribe, like, and share today. My man, Sensei, who behind the camera, the greatest of all time. He has his podcast, Alien Talk. Dang it,
Hey, look, I got something to say. Tap in with bro, because y'all don't even see this. He just set up like 10, 12 lights out here, and it's set up real nice. And I didn't know what each light did, but then once the podcast started, it looked good in here.
Yes,
so shout out Sensei, man.
Shout out to Sensei, man. What's that? Yes, I'll get it. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Michelle Louise. But let me, do me a favor. Check out Sensei's podcast, Alien Eyes Industry Talks. Did I get it right? No, I did not. Okay.
Hey, we working on it.
I'm working on it. But do me a favor. It's like you said, though, Sensei is dropping that he's telling you everything you know, everything business, everything about the photo industry, everything that you need. Do me a favor, check it out today. Like Michelle Louise said, Wine Down Festival, August 22nd. The second. Okay. I'm messing up. I am catching it today.
It's all good, though, bro. It's all good.
But August 2nd, guys, Wine and Dine Festival here in the city of South Euclid. 2U Wines is having a phenomenal festival where will be wine, music, food, everything you love and more. And Miss Michael Dixon will be hosting this year. So do me a favor, get tickets for that also. Guys, lastly, I want to thank you, the person watching, you, the person listening. Guys, right now we're 20.9 subscribers, 8.3 million views, and 3,490 plays on Spotify. I say that not to brag, not to say number.
No, brag, man, brag. No, brag, bro, brag. Talk your stuff.
No, bro. But I say that because this is a podcast out of Cleveland that is doing phenomenal things, and we're hearing great stories like yours, man. So I want to be able to continue to thank y'all for sharing, liking, commenting, and just making this podcast do what it do. And thank God, because without him, we wouldn't be doing this. It would not be possible, my friends. So, guys, this is episode 288. 300 is right around the corner, and we're going to be doing this till we get old in rocking chairs, still talking about some hitting the buzzer still, okay? So, y'all, make sure y'all tune in. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Thank you.